So hi guys, today I'm going to answer the packet tracer in chapter 1, so entitled Network Representation. So the objectives. The network model in this activity incorporates many of the technologies that will master in your CCNA studies. It represents a simplified version of how a small to medium-sized business network might look. Feel free to explore the network on your own. When you are ready, proceed through the following steps and answer the question. So this is the network topology. We have home office, central, and branch. So this. Now I'm going to proceed to the step. So the step 1, identify common components of a network as represented in packet tracer. So in letter A, the icon toolbar at the bottom left hand corner has the various categories of networking components. You should see categories that correspond to intermediary devices and media. The connections category with the lightning bolt icon represent the networking media support by packet tracer. There is also an end devices categories and two categories specific to packet tracer, custom-made devices, and multi-user connection. List the intermediary device categories. So we have here the network devices, which has routers, switches, hubs. So router, switches, hubs, security, wireless security, wireless devices, and one emulation. So in the routers, we have here switches, this, and hubs of three and other and so on. So for the end devices, we have home, smart city, industrial, power grind, components. We have board, actuators, and sensors. In the let's say here lightning bolt icon, which is the connections, we have different kind of console, copper, and other media connections, and there's structured cabling, and miscellaneous and multi-user connections. So, letter C, without entering into the internet cloud, how many icons in the topology represent endpoint devices? Only one connection leading to them. So, how many endpoint devices? So, I'm going to count those in the home office. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, central, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the branch 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 15 endpoint devices. So for the next question in letter D, without counting the two clouds, how many icons in the topology represent intermediary devices? Multiple connection leading to them. So how many in the topology represent intermediary devices? So in the home office we have 1, 2, central 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in the branch 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 intermediary devices. So, so the intermediary, the routers and other. So letter E, how many in devices are not desktop computer? So first I'm going to count the desktop computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 desktop computer. The question here, how many end devices are not desktop computers? So we have 15. Sorry, 15 minus 7, it's 8. So we have 8 um end devices that are not desktop computer. So how many different types of media connection are used in this network topology? So how many? So we have here the copper, the wireless, the and other connections. Yeah. TC, DTE and the TCE and crucial. So we have 4 media connections. Now I'm going to proceed to step 2, explain the purpose of the devices. So for the step 2, explain the purpose of the devices. In Packet Tracer, only the server PT device can act as a server. Desktop or laptop PC cannot act as a server. Based on your studies so far, explain the client server model. So client server model, I think it can add client as well as server as and but it can be both. So it enable to provide services to like web pages to other hosts. So for letter B, list at least 2 functions of intermediary devices. So interconnect end devices and can connect the individual host to the network. So for the letter C, list at least 2 criteria for choosing a network media. Two criteria for choosing a network media. The first one is the amount of data and the speed. So the second one is the cost of medium and its installation, I think. And step 3, compare and contrast LANs and WANs. Ex, ex, A. Explain the difference between LAN and WAN. Give examples of each. So first, I'm going to give the examples. On the LAN, we have the example of these are the home office and school campuses, and for the WAN, internet. So the difference between the LAN and the WAN. So for the LAN, it is a group of the difference between LAN and WAN. The LAN is a group of computer and and network device connected together, usually with same building. And for the one is limited to an enterprise or accessible to the public. So for the step 3, compare and contrast. For the letter B, in the packet tracer network, how many one do you see? So how many one in the packet tracer network? So in this packet tracer network, the how many one? We have I think 2 1 because internet and the internet. So this one and this one. So letter C, how many LANs do you see? So in this I see we have home office, central and branch. So we have 3 LANs. And for the question letter D, the internet in this packet tracer network is overly simplified and does not represent the structured and form the real internet. Briefly describe the internet. So the internet. So the internet is a um, global network connected millions of computers, and we use this to communicate. So letter D, the internet in this packet tracer network is overly simplified and does not represent the structured and form of the real internet. Briefly, no, I already answered it. So letter E, what are some of the common ways a home user connect to the internet? Most common, ah, what are some common ways a home user connects to the internet? Through cable, DLS, cellular, satellite. For the last question, what are some common methods that businesses use to connect to the internet in your area? So, um, what are some common methods that businesses use to connect to the internet in your area? So, all places for business. Um, so yeah, um, all places that all places for business purposes that has dedicated list lane, DLS, or cable. So challenge. Now that you had an opportunity to explore the network represent in this packet tracer activity, ac- okay, you have picked upon a few skill that you would like to try out, or maybe would like the opportunity to explore this network in more detail. So realizing that most of what you see and experience in this packet tracer is currently beyond on your skill level. Here are some challenges you might want to attempt. Don't worry, you cannot do them all. You will be a packet tracer. So this the following you can do after this. So add an end device to topology and network to its or LAN. So yeah, the other thing. So I already answered all this question and other the questions in this packet racer. So I hope you guys learn from this packet racer in chapter 1. So thank you guys for watching.